Hi everyone, or should I say Bulla, because this month's Moments of the Month for June is all about my trip to Fiji. I know that it's a little bit late, but I've had a crazy busy end of month. As you can see, I am in my new apartment, which I will be doing a video on next month, or this month, however you want to look at it. As you can see also, I'm back in Sydney. I think the coats and jumpers might spell it out for you, but it's been raining for like 3 days and I so wish that I was back in Fiji right now because the weather there was just beautiful. So this month's Moments of the Month, I wanted to tell you guys about my trip to Fiji, share a few why is this my life moments, and share some yay moments as well, and tell you guys the importance of booking with a travel agent. I know that I should have booked with a travel agent because I was a travel agent, so I broke my own rule, and this time when we booked for Fiji, we booked online because I got a really great deal, and I thought, why not? Everyone else does it, why shouldn't I do it? So we did it. Big mistake. I'm sure you can figure out which moments are the yay moments and which ones are the why is this my life moments. So let's just start from the start of my trip and see how it all goes. From the start, booking online with a third party didn't allow me to pick my seats on the flight. So from the start I was kind of like, oh, like I have to go to the counter and say like, can you please change my seats? So then what happens if they don't have seats available? So it turned out it was all good, as if you've read my review on the Fiji Airways flight on my blog. So if you've read that review, you would know that it worked out all well and we got to change our seats and sit next to each other, but that in itself is kind of a pain when you're booking a trip. And I booked transfers with my travel agent because I decided that I wanted to be picked up instead of going in a taxi. So we had a private transfer, which was really great. So it was like our own personal tour guide as we drove to Denarau Island, which took about 40 minutes. And then when we got to the Hilton and I went to check in, the lady said that the manager would have to speak to me. Oh. Whenever the manager has to speak to you when you check in, it is pretty much always bad. So unfortunately we were told that the Hilton was overbooked and that we would not be staying with them there. Like, seriously? A hotel that we thought that we were going to be staying at, we weren't staying at. Luckily they booked us in at the Radisson, which was literally down the road, which was good. It's also on Denarau Island, but it was just kind of a pain. Like, you paid for the 5-star hotel with the beachfront room and you didn't get that. So when we got to the Radisson and we paid for the taxi that the Hilton had put us in, unfortunately, the Radisson had no idea that we'd been overbooked at the Hilton. So they had no idea what we were talking about. By then we were tired. We caught the 6 a.m. flight, or the 6:30 a.m. flight out of Sydney. So it's, you know, pulled an all-nighter pretty much. And then they told us that our room was ready, and when we went up there, our room wasn't ready. And it was past the check-in time as well. So we were kind of like, oh, like seriously, like why is this happening? So we had to walk around the hotel for a bit and we didn't have our bags and it was just a bit awkward, and then we finally got to go up, but they were still mopping the floors. We were just tired by then. And anyway, so we had a bit of a nap, had some room service, which was really great, and then we went back over to the Hilton because they'd actually given us a bit of credit, so a $250 credit for our troubles, so that we could still come over and use all the facilities as well. So we took a taxi, and it was nighttime, so it was dark. We took a taxi over to the Hilton and we were distracted on the way. We were talking, we got out of the car, realised that the taxi driver had actually dropped us at Port Denarau. So luckily I did some research before I went to Fiji and I realised that we could actually walk to the Hilton from there. Like, it's a bit of a trek, but we still could walk, and I knew the way without having to Google Maps it, so that was good. Unfortunately I was in my new dress and my new heels, which I hadn't worn before, so I actually got like burnt skin off the back of my ankles from them, which isn't exactly fun, but on the plus side we got to enjoy a $250 lobster dinner with dessert and milkshakes included, with some cultural entertainment right by the beach all on the Hilton for their troubles, so we couldn't really complain about that. And then the next day we went walking along the beach, we went to the port, we had some lunch and we had smoothies and pizza and it was all amazing. and at night time we went to the Chantara Thai restaurant, which is the one at the Radisson, and we had this amazing meal. So it was absolutely beautiful. And then when we got back to our room, we had a bill there for all the expenses that we'd had at the hotel, because we were only staying like 2 nights. So this is the second night. You know, last night they tell us what we've bought. The Hilton had actually included breakfast on our room booking, but hadn't paid for it themselves, and we didn't include breakfast in our Hilton booking, and we didn't even go to breakfast, and then they were charging us an extra $170, and it's like, are you serious? Like, so that was another thing that we had to go down and communicate with the hotel and say, look, the Hilton booked this for us, and they still had no idea. So it was just a bit of a lack of communication going on, which was still kind of like a dampener on our trip for the fact that things go wrong and you have to go and deal with them yourself. So that is why you should always book with a travel agent and not with some third-party online supplier, because you're not going to get good things. So just make sure when you book, just book with a travel agent, book direct with the hotel. Just be careful of online things. Other than that, our trip to Fiji was amazing. We got heaps of sun, got to go in the spa at the resort, and besides, you know, not picking the Radisson in the first place, it was really beautiful. So there was an adults only pool area with spas, a quiet area. The room was huge and amazing, and even though it wasn't beachfront, it was still good, and I'm not one to dwell on the negatives, so we had a great time in Fiji. This month I want to get on to what I'm loving. So I have a few things that I'm obsessed with this month. One of them is my new Guess dress, and I say dress, but I actually bought 2 of them. So one is plain black, and one is this black and red one that I actually wore in Fiji, and I absolutely love. It's like a silky, sexy slip dress, and I am obsessed. The next thing is my fringe skirt that I just bought from Forever New. So I had my eye on this for a while, and I finally got it, and it was on sale, which is even better. And it's like a leather fringe skirt, and it's so Coachella, and it's so not appropriate for winter time, but I've been wearing it, so sue me. Australian winters aren't actually that bad. I also have been loving my new fur vest, which is actually right behind me. I'm so into faux fur at the moment. I've been wearing all my faux fur things. I've got 2 vests now and a jacket and gloves and everything. You guys saw my gloves last month, and I'm just obsessed with faux fur things, and they're so pretty and soft. But please note that I said faux fur and not real fur before you splash me with red paint. I'm sorry this is so late, you guys, and such a short moment of the month. I've had a pretty hectic few weeks, so I've just moved into my new apartment, and we're getting everything sorted, and I should probably be unpacking boxes instead of making this video, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. We don't even have internet yet, so I'm going to be uploading this from some free Wi-Fi spot or from my mum's house probably, but it's so good to move out and finally have my own space. So what you can expect from me in the next month when I finally get internet again is back to regular blog posts. I'm so excited. So I've got a lot of things that I really want to get out to you guys, a lot of outfit posts, a lot of beauty posts. You can also expect a video on the new Swamp Queen palette from the collaboration with Graveyard Girl and Tarte. So Graveyard Girl is a YouTuber, and she did a collaboration with Tarte to make her Swamp Queen palette, obviously. And I got it, and I got express shipping, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be trying that out tomorrow, doing some swatches and doing one of the looks and testing it out and seeing how I like it. I've also got some lifestyle posts, and you guys will be seeing some of the things in my apartment. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my new clothes rack, which I am in love with. So it's all about, now that I've moved out, it's all about being thrifty and being able to still afford the things I like, and having things still look nice without having to spend an absolute fortune on them. Absolutely in love with my new apartment. I love cooking. We've been cooking every night. It's so much fun, and I can't wait to share more with you guys when I'm back up and running, when we get our internet. So that's really exciting, and I just can't wait to sort out my new big closet and yeah, put it all together. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me all about your stories of booking online and how things went wrong, or with a travel agent. You know, things can go wrong with a travel agent. I would know, because I have had things go wrong when I was working as a travel agent. But share with me your stories down below in the comments. And if you guys like what I'm showing you, please subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Snapchat as well. Plus you can see my Pinterest boards. And I hope you guys are enjoying, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, I hope you're enjoying your beautiful warm summer. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere and you happen to be in Sydney like me, I hope you're enjoying the tremendously grey skies that are outside right now. So it's Friday night and I'm ready to party, and by party I mean make my homemade dinner and unpack some boxes and sit on my yoga mat on the floor to eat, because we don't have a lounge yet. So I hope you guys are having a great week, have a really good weekend, and until next time.